Hello everyone. Okay, uh, we are live. Let me also quickly check from my side. Mhm. Yeah, I can see people joining, so that means we are live. Can you just comment hi so that I can see? Also, please let me know if my audio is clear, loud and clear. Great. Okay. Hello everyone. I'll also quickly share it on our Telegram so that people are aware. We started the live stream. Hi, Venkat. Hi, Thiru. Hello. Yeah, sorry I could not join yesterday. I was occupied with other things. So that's the reason why I pushed the live stream to today. There you go. So we have close to 200 people. I'm sure others will be joining in a while. But the goal of today's live stream is very simple. Uh, Ideally, I wanted to get onto the live stream once in a while, but uh, due to the busy schedule, I was not able to do it. So in today's live stream, I'll go through the comment section. I'll pick up your questions. We'll discuss about it, and if possible, we'll also invite people onto the live so they can join me and ask questions. Okay, perfect. So try to not spam the comment section. So what I'm going to do, I'll go through the uh, messages. I'll try to pick up as many as possible, but please do not spam it. Please do not keep repeating the same questions again and again. Perfect. Okay, this is an interesting question. I'm sure a lot of you must have this question. Uh, can you get placed only by learning Kubernetes? A lot of people ask me this question because uh, everyone knows today Kubernetes is quite trending. It is used in regular software engineering, it is used in ML, it is used in AI. So yeah, people have this question, but let me tell you, just learning Kubernetes won't do. In fact, you cannot learn Kubernetes only. This is a misconception because people feel okay, I'll just go to Amazon, AWS, I'll just create Kubernetes using EKS, I'll understand how to use it, and I'm good enough. No, that's not how things work. So, what you exactly need to do, you should start with Linux, then you should go to containers, then you should go to container orchestration. On top of that, you have to learn observability, you have to run, debugging. So, you cannot even just learn Kubernetes. That is practically impossible. And my suggestion would be don't go with a particular concept. What you need to do, you need to learn the complete roadmap. On our channel we call it as date roadmap. We have different playlists. Recently I created a complete course as well. I combined all those playlists and I created something called DevOps engineer in 3 months course. You can either go through that course on YouTube, or you can individually go through our playlists: DevOps zero to hero, AWS zero to hero, or Azure zero to hero, Terraform, and finally Python. This will cover everything that you need. This is a complete 3 months roadmap. Once again, either you can go through these playlists individually. If you go to the channel, you will find playlists. In the playlist, you will find DevOps zero to hero, AWS zero to hero, Azure zero to hero, Terraform, and Python playlists. Either go through them individually or just go through the courses tab. You will find something called DevOps Engineer in 3 months. Even if you complete that, everything will be covered. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Uh, you know, for the last few days, I was not keeping up well. So sorry for the interruption. Cool. Let's go to the next question. Will Okay, this is interesting. Will AI agents replaced with Kubernetes? Not possible. Um, Definitely not possible, because one thing you need to understand: even for AI agents to run, they need a target platform, right? And the target platform today is mostly Kubernetes. I don't know if you follow the channel. Recently, I shared OpenAI engineering blogs. You can see even they are running their Postgres instance, which is for 800 million users. and that Postgres instance is also running on Kubernetes. So there is no way you can skip Kubernetes today. You can be in MLOps, you can be in AOps, LLM ops, or even software engineering. Kubernetes is something that you cannot skip. And there is nothing that can replace Kubernetes at this point of time. Nice. Hmm. So this is something I frequently keep receiving. What is the scope of OpenShift if Kubernetes still exists? See, OpenShift is just like a wrapper on top of Kubernetes, right? So what happens here? Kubernetes is an open source project. Every time there is an open source project, companies try to build their solutions on top of open source projects, right? In the same way, Kubernetes is open source. So company like Red Hat, what they said, we will build a product on top of Kubernetes, and that is what you call as OpenShift. And how do they build the product? Basically, they add some flavors to it, they add some extensions to it, they add some plugins to it, and they beautify the product. That is OpenShift. Not only OpenShift, Rancher said, okay, we will also do something. They built something called K3s. Even Amazon, what you see EKS is actually a wrapper on top of Kubernetes. So Kubernetes as a project still exists, and these wrappers also exist. Now the funny thing here is that when you look at plain Kubernetes installations, right? When you look at the vanilla Kubernetes installations, they are very, very, very less when compared to these wrapper installations. The reason is simple. Let's say today you start a company. Would you install your own Kubernetes, or would you go to AWS and create EKS, or would you go to Red Hat and bring the OpenShift wrapper? Mostly companies do the other thing. That's the later thing. Bring up the wrappers. Perfect. Sorry again. Nowadays interviews is very tough. Generally they ask scenario based questions. How to crack it, please? Yeah, that's that's definitely the case because it's always supply and demand, right? Whether you take economics or whether you take computer science, the concept is fundamentally same. Supply, demand. Now the supply of the jobs is less, right? But when you look at the software engineers or people who are applying for the jobs, they are very high in number. So what interviewers usually do? They try to increase the difficulty of the interviews. That's what they do. And to increase the difficulty of the interviews, they just go with system design or they just ask you scenario based questions. How can you answer them? You should keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. That's the only way how you can answer scenario based questions. I also made a Udemy course especially for scenario based questions. You can also take it like just go to Udemy. uh, Today I shared a coupon as well on our YouTube channel. If you go to the community tab, you will find Udemy DevOps interview guide. Take it. If you can, there is no compulsion in it. If you can take the course, I added some 170 180 scenario based questions. You will get an idea from that. Apart from that, we have a lot of projects on the channel. If you keep practicing, you will do good. Hmm. Okay. Someone says just enrolled in both of your Udemy courses. Thank you so much. Mm, are work from jobs vast or limited in this field? See, typically it does not depend on the field. It depends on the companies. Uh, it's not possible that there is a company. Let's take an example. There is a company called Aqua. If HR introduces a policy, the policy will apply to sorry, if HR introduces a policy, the policy will apply to every employee in the company, every every team in the company, right? It's not that there will be more work from opportunities for DevOps, less work from opportunities for developers. I don't want to say you that. It depends on the company. If your company allows work from home, there is no specific restriction for DevOps engineers. They will also get work from home. I like your networking videos so much. It's detailed and on point. Yeah, I also like that video a lot. Thank you so much. Today I joined your Udemy course. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is your DevOps course enough for beginners, or do we need extra or AI fear for DevOps? Okay, uh, let me do one thing. I'll just share my screen and I'll show you the exact roadmap that you have to follow. Okay, just give me a second. I'll pull the right screen. Cool. Okay, there you go. So I don't think you can see it at this point. This one. Hmm. Okay, can you see the screen? Yeah, you can. I think you can see the screen now, but you are seeing the same screen. My bad. Let me do this. Let me stop sharing. Remove. Uh, I will try to share it one more time. Sorry, please bear with me. Share the screen. Stop screen. Share. Okay, now this should be good. So So how do you prepare for DevOps roles? Again, I tried my best to simplify this by creating a course, but still people have questions. It's quite obvious. We have 720 videos on the channel. For the last 3 to 4 years, I uploaded a lot of videos. So obviously you might have a question that, Abhishek, which videos to follow on the channel? Just do this. Either go to the playlist. Okay. If you go to the playlist, we have something called as date roadmap. So you can see this one here, DevOps engineer in 3 months, and in the brackets you can see date. So this is one complete course that you can follow, and this will have end to end. So I'll open this for you. There are 160 videos in it, and this covers all the concepts in the order. You will start with learning the fundamentals of DevOps. Once you're done with it, you will learn Linux Advanced, and then you will learn about AWS, and then you will also learn about Azure, but you can obviously skip Azure. Just go with AWS or Azure. Like if you want to go with Azure, skip the AWS videos. Okay. Then after Azure, you will learn about Terraform, and after Terraform, you will learn about Python. And finally, you will learn about AI for DevOps, right? How DevOps engineers can use AI. That is also covered. So that's why I keep saying this is one solid playlist that you can follow. You don't need any other source. But yeah, there is one thing. See, there is one thing here. This is a very long playlist. There are 160 videos in it. Now you might say, but Abhishek, I need a shortcut. I just want to complete the entire DevOps thing in 1 month. That's not possible. And you know, my intention is also not that. My intention is to prepare a course that can actually help you get a job. That's why you see a lot of success stories from the channel. Okay, so spend 3 months, otherwise you will not be able to complete it. Dedicate 2 to 3 hours every day minimum, and if you dedicate 2 to 3 hours, it will take 3 months. If you dedicate 1 to 2 hours, it will take 4 months. But trust me, by the end of it, you will be confident enough to clear the interviews. No other questions about it. Okay. Again, after some time, new people might join the live stream. So I'll repeat this again. I'll just tell you how to follow the playlist one more time. But for now, I hope it is clear. Abhishek, do you have plans to do Golang Zero to Hero series? Yeah, I actually have plans to do it. Uh, I was planning to collaborate with some company because when it comes to the Golang Zero to Hero playlist, I want to also give away something to the audience. Unfortunately, the last attempt that I made, it did not go well. So right now we are again looking for some partners, somebody who can share you some, free ID access, or someone who can help you with. I want to create some challenges so that you can be also engaged. If it goes well, I'll do it. Otherwise, also I'll do it. But you will see Golang Zero to Hero definitely on our channel in some time. Okay. AI will eat all the jobs. Okay. A statement is passed. See, my thing is this. If there is something in your control, think about it. If there is something out of your control, don't waste your time thinking about it. You will only spoil your mood, and on top of that, you will start getting into depression because something is happening and you cannot change it. Why to bother about it? Think about today. Today, are there opportunities? Yes. Did you see Anthropic just posted? I think 24 hours ago. Anthropic posted they are starting an office in Bangalore. Why are they starting a new office? You know, if jobs will indeed go away, why are they starting a new company and why are they planning to hire people? Google is starting an entire campus in Hyderabad. So it's not that all the jobs will go away. Definitely there will be correction. Okay, there will be correction, no questions about it. But again, going back to the same thing, if you cannot stop the correction, why are you bothering about it? Only thing that you can do, upskill, be amongst the best. If you are currently pursuing DevOps, be amongst the top 10 to 20% of DevOps engineers. Let's say if you're pursuing something like MLOps, be amongst the top 10 to 20%, so that you will not run into, I mean, you will not be laid off. Even if you be laid off, you will easily find another opportunity. See, this is my way of thinking. Okay. Hi Abhishek, are there any plans to launch MLOps focused Python? Oh, we already launched that. If you go to my Udemy, you can find MLOps series. I think you missed it. Hi Abhishek, is DSA required for DevOps roles for freshers? It depends on the companies. It doesn't depend upon freshers or experienced person, or it doesn't depend upon the role as well. There are some companies like the tier one companies who ask you DSA even when it comes to DevOps, but tier one companies like man companies or super super high level companies, they ask you DSA, but otherwise you will not be asked DSA, because as DevOps engineers, that is something that you least bother about. And in fact, see, one thing is that I still find our Indian way of interview so funny. People ask a lot of DSA, but in real time, if you look at people, like if you look at software engineers in companies, they don't even use linked lists. I'll show you 15 to 20 years experience candidates who never use linked list in their life, but still interviews are focused on that. One side of the argument, DSA helps you find out the best candidates. DSA helps you find out candidates who can think, candidates who can uh, bring in logical approach. But is it really required today in 2025? Do you think you need people who are good at DSA, or do you think you need people who are good at system design, who can think about architecture, who can think about building scalable applications, who can think about using right tools at the right places, who can build about who can think about building the culture? I would prefer the other thing, right? But we cannot change the interviews. At least if I am taking the interview, I'll focus on the later part. But going back to your question, whoever asked it, if you're applying for tier one companies, yeah, it's required. Otherwise, it's not required. How to be in top 10 to 20% of DevOps? Just be best at what you're doing. That's it. Um, if you're a DevOps engineer, you will learn Kubernetes. Other person will also learn Kubernetes. But learn Kubernetes in a way you can, you mastered the concept, right? You are fearless about Kubernetes. You know how to run multiple applications on Kubernetes, how to share the Kubernetes cluster with multiple teams in the organization, how to define constraints on Kubernetes, right? So you will learn the same concepts. Kubernetes is same for you, other person as well. But learn things thoroughly. Start with fundamentals, start deep diving into it, and also read the engineering blogs, something that are available on the internet. Do more projects. That's it. Sorry. Okay, so Legend Killer, you have been spamming the comment section. I read your message. Abhishek bro, today is Kodekloud standard plan last day, but I did not really understand like what exactly is your question. If your standard is your standard plan expiring, or I did not understand, and how can I actually help you? ISC is helpful. Yeah, infrastructure as cloud is help. Infrastructure as code is helpful, definitely. Is 60% is 60 percentage is mandatory for 4 years experience guy in TCS and Infosys company? What is 60%? I did not understand. Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely enough. Whatever we have on the channel, we have. See, we built this over the period of 3 years, right? It's not that I just recorded all the videos in 1 month. It took 3 to 4 years for us to build the complete roadmap. That's why what we have on our channel is enough. We have the fundamentals, we have the in detail concepts, then we have projects, we have interview questions, we have Udemy related courses as well, right? I mean, we have interview related questions on Udemy as well. So, what else you need? If you ask me, if anyone who goes through uh, that course on the YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, they don't need to do anything else. How we can update ourselves along with AI? See, at this point, just keep following the news. For example, recently there is something called OpenClaw. Just make your hands dirty with it, right? It will hardly take 30 minutes for you. And there are people like me who are doing videos also. Just follow the right people. They'll keep sharing you the updates in the space of AI. Just follow them. If there is something interesting for you, also try it. That's it. You don't have to do much today. Hi Abhishek, I'm curious to know to know about your next Udemy course. Definitely, I'll let you know. Right now, even I'm thinking there are two options, so I'll try to come up with the best option. Make DevSecOps end-to-end video. Uh, yeah, it will be released by the end of this week or starting next week. Uh, I just have two videos in the pipeline, something that I've committed to. I'm already done with one video, other video 50% done. And after that, I'm fully focused on releasing that video. And then I'll also package this DevSecOps Zero to Hero. We made 7 videos, right? I'll create a bundle, or I'll create a full length video joining all those 7 videos. And I'll also launch that video as well. Basically, DevSecOps in 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever it comes to. So anyone who is interested going through playlist, they can go through our playlist. If someone is interested in a long form video, they can also do that. Mhm. At the moment, there don't seem to be any openings suitable for freshers. Not really. There are some opportunities. Even today, I posted, right? If you go to our success stories, whatever I posted yesterday, I guess, there are two freshers in it. So freshers are still getting the opportunities, but yeah, we have to admit the opportunities for freshers have significantly come down. This is only because of AI, right? Okay. All want to appreciate your work. It means a lot for us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you make good videos on cloud monitoring tools? Cloud monitoring tools, I made video on Prometheus. I made video on ground cover. I made video on manage engine. Like you can be specific about a particular tool, because I have videos on hotel as well. I have videos on a lot of other things. So if you talk about a specific tool, I'll tell you whether can I make it or not. I mean, there is no question about it. I can make video on anything, but it only depends on the priority. Will AI replace DevOps engineers in the future? See, again, I just answered this question, but I know a lot of you are here to hear me talking about specifically about AI, DevOps, the future of DevOps. Will AI replace it or not? So I'll answer it again. No problem. Will AI replace DevOps engineers in the future? It depends on what level of future that you're talking about. Are you talking about 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 15 years, 20 years? Because eventually, my personal take is that when you look at 10 years down the line, these roles might not exist. Today, you have roles like developer, tester, DevOps engineer. These roles might not exist as the same thing. I'm talking about 10 years down the line. But let's look at a short short roadmap, right? When you look at the next 5 years, I can confidently tell you DevOps engineers as a role will not be replaced by AI. But after 5 years we will start seeing the changes for sure. Okay, should you bother about it? My thing is no. At this point, focus on the next 5 years. Why are you thinking about 10 years? You can easily switch roles, right? Once you become a DevOps engineer, you can move to architect level, then you can think about other things. Just go with the flow, right? Today, there is no role as such where people can tell you confidently this role will not be replaced by AI after 10 years. Nobody can tell you that. Nobody can guarantee you that. But at least for the next 5 years, DevOps will not be replaced and DevOps engineers will still exist in the market. Fortunately, the roles like MLOps, LLMOps are significantly growing. That is another advantage. Okay. Even in the top companies, you are seeing roles like MLOps and LLMOps, which is a natural progression of DevOps. Today, if you are a DevOps engineer, like how system administrators move to DevOps, DevOps engineers will also move to MLOps, LLMOps in the future. So that is another bright side. In a nutshell, I will conclude this question by just explaining you one line. For the next 5 years, there is absolutely no problem. If you are learning DevOps today, learn it confidently and get into good company as a DevOps engineer. Only think about it. Can you make system design playlist for DevOps? I can actually make it, but see the problem is that it's very complex and it will be boring for a lot of people. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't have any problem making system design related videos. uh, I'm fortunate enough to work with a lot of open source projects. I'm fortunate enough to work with companies like Red Hat for 5 years, where I've seen different customers. I've seen internal projects of Red Hat where we dealt with millions of user scale. So I can make videos, but it will be very very boring for people, because it cannot be like 5 to 10 minutes videos. The videos will take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour as well. So let's see, we'll discuss on the community tab sometime. I'll create a poll, and if many people are interested, let's do something. Maybe create members only, or maybe do it as live stream so that I can engage with you people, because in a regular video, as I told you, you might feel bored. So we'll do something. Yeah. How to manage. Okay, this is a good question, right? I saw this somewhere. Let me pin that. I think I lost it. Okay, anyways, the question was how to manage the full-time job, how to take care of the health, and also upskill. See, um, today in most of the companies that you work for, you can complete your job in 5 to 6 hours. 95% of companies you can do it. You know, think think for yourself. Okay, so just think about it. If you work dedicatedly, can't you complete your work in 5 to 6 hours? The answer should be yes, because no company today is forcing the employees with lot of work. Of course, there are some exceptions. There are some startups, there are some companies which do it. That's why I said 95%. So if you complete your work in 5 to 6 hours, next 2 hours you can focus on your learning. Rest of the day you can focus on your personal health. That's what I personally do. When I was working at Red Hat, that was the thing that I was doing, right? I was only working for 4 to 5 hours. I was able to finish my work. Next 3 to 4 hours, I was focusing on my YouTube content. That's how I built, I mean, that's how I made 500 videos on the channel. I think even more than that. By the time I left my full-time job, there are 600 videos on the channel. Imagine every day I'm recording a video. So I was dedicatedly working for 4 to 5 hours without, without any interruption. I don't mean to say I did not get up from my work, I did not talk to people, not that way. Focus on one thing, complete your work, dedicate your time to it. Then next to 2 to 3 hours, I was recording YouTube videos. Sometimes it takes more time. Of course, there are times where I worked for uh, 12 hours a day, 11 hours a day, 13 hours a day. But most of the times, 5 hours my work, 2 to 3 hours my personal work, that is upskilling. In my case, YouTube videos. Rest of the time is family. You can also do it. Just think about it. Hi Mahesh, thanks for joining as a member, buddy. See you on our Discord server. If you're joining as a member, please join our Discord server. Okay. So see, once you join as a member, you will find this tab, membership tab. Regularly, you will not find it. I mean, usually you will not find it. Only if you are a member of the channel, you will find this membership tab. Once you find the membership tab, scroll down. You will find, members only posts. And here you have the steps to join our Discord server. Don't miss it at any cost. Okay, it's the best place. We built wonderful Discord community. uh, I mean, there are a lot of people in our Discord community. They are sharing their interview experiences. They're also asking questions. They are sharing uh, interview opportunities. They are sharing success stories, and they're also asking me questions where I'm helping them with the questions. So if you become a member, don't miss to join our Discord server. Okay, going back. Let's take this question as well. Guide me, bachelor's 2016, non-tech, event management background, 2017 to 2021. Oh, okay. After your bachelor's, you spent another 4 to 5 years. Then again you spent 2 years in the US, 6 months DevOps experience, no job, only learning. If I return to India, can I get DevOps roles despite the career switch? Yeah, you can definitely get. I see. I cannot personally tell you if you have to return to India or not because it's a very, very, very complex thing. I totally understand. So you have to take that call. But one thing I can tell you, if you come to India, even if you try in the US, you will get the opportunity. But you have to build an impressive LinkedIn profile. You have to build a impressive local job market profile. In India, it's Naukri, and you have to be quite active on LinkedIn because these days that's where opportunities come from. You can see people, some of the people, they are very active on LinkedIn. They share resources on LinkedIn. They share their learnings on LinkedIn. They connect with right people. They build the network. That is how they are getting the jobs. So you should also do it. Please do a video about release management. Okay. It might not be very relevant in today's world, but sure. Okay. There are a lot of people who joined as members, so let's give them quick shout out. Um, hey, Dibya, thanks for joining. Gavaskar, thanks for joining as member. Mujab, thanks for joining. Itohan, thanks for joining as member. Harsha, thanks for joining. JP, thanks for joining. Rohit, thank you so much for joining as member. Mani, Sayed, Ibrahim, thanks for joining as member. Apurva, yeah, we are almost done. Ananya, thanks for joining as member. Mahesh, Kin, all of you, thanks for joining as member. And again, because you joined as member, don't miss to join our Discord server. We have a lot of interesting things happening there. So make sure you best utilize the opportunity. Not only the members only videos, but this is also an interesting space. Okay, going back. Uh, hi, career back. Sorry. Hi, career break of 2 years, followed by 8 years in the banking sales. is it possible to get a job in DevOps if I follow your roadmap and learn the skills? You should do one more thing. I'll be very honest here. See, you have overall 10 years in different domain, completely different domain, not even in information technology. So today, if you start applying for jobs, even after you learn, recruiters will take a back step. So recruiters are like, okay, why should I hire this person with 10 years working in a different domain? Instead, I'll play the safe game. I'll just pick up someone who is already in this domain. Even if it's a fresher, I can get the fresher for less package. So what you have to do, you have to learn from our channel, learn for free, don't go for any paid courses. I mean, it's up to you, but my thing is that don't waste your money. And after that, what you have to do, you have to show your freelancing experience so that companies will start trusting you. Instead of saying 10 years gap, that is 2 years gap, complete career gap, and 8 years in a different domain, just say that for the last 2 years or for the last 1 year I'm working as a freelancer in the DevOps domain. Then the companies will be like, okay, this person comes with 1 year experience as a DevOps engineer, although the past experience is a different thing. So let's hire the candidate. So this is what you have to do. Now, if you get a freelancing opportunity, it's well and good. Otherwise, build your profile in a way it shows as a freelancer. I made videos on it. It becomes too much to explain in the live stream. Uh, I made videos on how you can show your profile as a freelancer. In fact, I made videos on how you can create your freelancing account as well, and how you can add gigs in the freelancing account. So go ahead, watch those videos. They'll definitely be interesting. And I'm sure you can shape your profile, and you will start thinking in a positive way. Okay. Lot of people have done that. That is something that I'll tell you. Narsimha, don't get disappointed. Lot of people have done that by following on our channel. So be positive. Hey Ray, hey Sri Mahesh, again thanks for joining members. Let's see what questions we have. Can you please make a video or guide me how to contribute to open source while learning DevOps, following your 3 months DevOps course currently at Docker part? See, this is very, very important. Whoever is watching this live stream, please understand this very carefully. When you are in your learning phase, especially when you are in your DevOps learning phase, don't think about open source contributions. What is open source contribution? Open source contribution is something where you passionately contribute to a project. Okay. Do you have time to contribute to open source at this point? I don't think so. If you have time, focus on spending more time on your learning. Focus on spending more time on your uh, practical learning. Practical learning part. Build interesting projects. Build impressive GitHub profile. Build impressive LinkedIn profile. Why are you thinking about open source? See, this is all FOMO, fear of missing out. Someone posted, some random YouTuber shared, do open source, you will get great opportunities, you will get into tier 1 companies. See, that is all FOMO. Don't think about it at all. 1 out of 100 people will do it. Do you want to get into it, or do you want to first get into a DevOps opportunity? I'm sure you want to do the later part. So do that. Once you get into a company, okay, then think about open source. Get into a company, then dedicate your 1 to 2 hours, I mean, contributing to open source, not hello world or not random issues. Focus on right projects, and your next switch, get into top companies through your open source contributions. Okay. Can we learn AWS, Azure and GCP at the same time? No, 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 don't do that. Just focus on one cloud platform. That is more than enough. How to get into product based companies as DevOps engineers? It would be helpful if you answer this. There is no dedicated roadmap for product based companies. I'm sure, again, this is FOMO, fear of missing out. Some random YouTuber must have told you this is a roadmap to get into product based companies. There is nothing like that. If you are in service based company, if you have good skill, if there is an opportunity in product based company, they'll hire you. That's it. What is product based? What is service based? If there is an opportunity in the company, if you have the right skill set, they will hire you. Product based companies, they don't have a different job description, or they don't have a requirement of a complete different skill set. Again, this is all FOMO. Don't get into the FOMO. The roadmap is same for services companies. Roadmap is same for product based companies. Only top tier 1 top product based companies, they have TSA, they have system design, but not every product based companies would have that, right? Today I have a company called Aqua. Okay, think about this. Today I have a company called Aqua. Let's say if I build a product from my company, it becomes a product based company. Or if I'm giving services to a company in US, it will become a service based company. Now, what's the difference? If I need a candidate, I need a candidate. I'll go to LinkedIn. I'll say that, okay, Terraform is my requirement, Kubernetes is my requirement, I'll hire you. If you have skills, I'll hire you. It's not that, okay, I started a product based company, so I'll have a crone, I'll hire a different candidate. Nothing like that. Don't get into the FOMO. Mm. Can we learn with Kodekloud platform? Is it good to learn DevOps and SRE? Yeah, yeah, it's a good platform. See, one thing, uh, you will find videos on our channel as well. Whenever I record videos, whenever I promote the platform, I tell you only one thing. There are two parts of your learning. First part, learning fundamentals, getting used to the products, building some projects by yourself, building the practical hands-on by yourself. Then the second part, you might need a platform, where you find more real-time examples, where you find, easy way to get access to the labs. But once you're done with the first part, only then go to the second part. You cannot start your learning directly from the platforms like Code No, that's not possible. Okay, first part, learn the fundamentals, understand the concepts, do some practical hands-on by yourself, build everything on your system. Complete the roadmap, and then go to the second part. Okay. I really get it. I really get motivated listening to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anusha, Anusri. Thank you. There is this question. Hi, Abhi. In DevOps 3 months playlist, have you covered new advanced Kubernetes things? No. So the mandatory things are covered. If you want advanced Kubernetes, you don't have to worry. Just go to our Kubernetes playlist. Okay. See that 3 months DevOps roadmap, they will have everything that you need to get a job. But if you want to learn advanced, go to the playlist and go to the individual playlist. For example, we have a Kubernetes playlist, right? It should be somewhere here. See this one here. So this is our Kubernetes playlist, and this one has all the advanced concepts that you're looking for. For example, gateway API. Can you see it? Yeah. So this is a gateway API video. My bad. Yeah. So, and this is the headless service video. This is architecting Kubernetes from basics, right? This is kind video. So this way, there are advanced Kubernetes concepts on the channel, but whatever is mandatory, whatever is required for you, that is in the DevOps in 3 months course. Okay. I hope you clearly understood the difference. Two things. One is good to have skills, one is required skills. First, complete the required skills. Second, go to the good to have skills. If you just keep learning Kubernetes, you will never complete it. Hello, Abhishek. 3 months playlist have covered. Oh, again, the same question, is it? Okay, let's pick up a different one. In the meanwhile, we have new people here, new questions as well. 14.5 years .NET with Azure background. Would I be considered as a junior DevOps engineer if I switch? What is the pay range that I can expect? No, 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 no. You will be considered as a senior DevOps engineer. Okay. Because your 14.5 years experience is in the IT. If you have a different background, let's say you have background in mechanical industry. Okay. or you have a background in the civil industry, then you will be considered as fresher. But in your case, you will be considered as 14.5 years experience candidate with 1 or 2 years relevant DevOps experience. What I keep telling people on our channel, whoever is following our playlist, what I tell them, learn DevOps from the channel, showcase 4 to 5 years experience as DevOps engineer. That way, what you can do, you can say 10 years experience in .NET with Azure background. For the last 4.5 years, you have DevOps experience with Azure Cloud. And then you will get the salary as 15 years experience engineer. In the rough case, you can expect 15 times 4, that is maybe 60 lakhs LPA, 60 lakhs per annum. You can expect that. Or maybe you're going to a normal company which is paying you at the low scale. You can expect 14.5 into 3, whatever it comes to. Okay. Hey Satish, thanks for joining, and Alekia as well, thanks for joining. We have a lot of questions today. Let me pick up. I'm just going through the comment section to see what is the right question to pick up. Share your thoughts about AWS DevOps agent. Will it kill the AWS DevOps job? Very honestly, I haven't tried it yet, so I'm yet to try it. Right now, I'm spending a lot of time with Google Agent Development Kit. So they recently open source something called Google ADK, Agent Development Kit. So right now I'm spending a lot of time on it, and also I'm working. Um, I'm learning an open source project in the space of DevOps, which is called Plakar. Soon I'll release a video on that as well. So these are the things I'm spending a lot of time on. Maybe sometime I'll also try the Azure agent, whatever, sorry, AWS agent, whatever DevOps agent, and then I'll also make a video on that. But right now, this is something that I'm spending more time on. Python or Go? Which one I choose for cloud backend? Python, obviously Python. Go is for complete different use case. Okay, most of the DevOps tools are written in Go. So if you want to contribute to those tools, let's say you want to build a Kubernetes plugin, not exactly contribution, but you are building a wrapper on top of vanilla Kubernetes. So if you want to build a plugin, or maybe you want to um, develop a Terraform module, you want to write a new Ansible module. In those cases, Go is very beneficial because natively these tools are written in Go. So it's easy for you to understand the source code. It is easy to interact with the existing APIs. But otherwise, Python is perfect. I mean, for your regular automation, for talking to the cloud services, Python. This is the order: shell scripting, Python, then Go, Golang. Abhishek, is web development really needed before learning DevOps? I always feel lacking while someone's participating in hackathon or something like that. Currently, I'm in the fourth semester. Please clear my doubt. No, web development is not definitely necessary. You just need to understand the flow of the application. There are two different things, right? Understanding the flow of the application, being able to write the application itself. So if you understand the flow of the application, if you know how to build the application locally, how to run the application, how to deploy it to the server, right? How to scale the application, that is good enough as DevOps engineer. Now going back to hackathons. Hackathons also happen in the DevOps space. See, uh, let's say a hackathon is going on. You join with a web developer. Web developer will focus on building the application. You focus on deploying it, scaling it, doing everything that a DevOps engineer does. And also, dedicated DevOps related hackathons also happen, but unfortunately, they are less in number. Let's hope in future we will have DevOps or cloud based hackathons as well. Hi Abhishek, certifications are important in DevOps job. Only Kubernetes certifications, nothing else. This is my personal opinion. Uh, some people might find it as radical opinion as well. Some people might find it. you know, uh, completely against their thoughts, contradicting. But from my experience, at this point, I would only recommend Kubernetes certifications, nothing more than that, because certifications are very expensive. And if you look at other certifications, they are just true or false, or they are just multiple choice questions, and you'll also easily get the dumps. What's the point of doing those certifications? But Kubernetes certifications are really challenging. Linux Foundation, they design the certifications in a way, they challenge you, and they're also valued in the market. The companies that are in the CNCF landscape, they are actually valuing the certifications, they are giving edge to the people. So, this is something that I would suggest. First, learn fundamentals, then learn uh, the same concepts practically, do the projects, and then go for certifications. This is the order: projects first, certifications next. If you are not doing any projects, if you are directly going for certifications, again there is no use. Nobody will hire you. First, people are looking, I mean, interviews are looking at projects. They are looking at what project did you build? What challenges did you solve? How much real time experience you have? How well you can answer scenario based questions? Then come certifications. They are just added points. Okay? How many DevOps engineers working in a project? See, this, like, let me tell you one thing. See, the question is very, very vague, right? Can you tell how many people are required to construct a building? If I ask you this question, Mangesh, let me ask you this question. How many people are required to construct a building? Your next question would be, what is the scale of the building? Is it a one-story building, two stories building, three stories building, right? The same is your question. When you ask how many DevOps engineers are required in a project, what is the project? What is the scale of the project? How many services exist in the project? What is the maturity of the project? Only then I can tell you how many engineers are required. If interviewers are asking you this question, they're only tricking you. They are just trying to see if you have real time experience or not. Okay. So there is no right answer to this question. You can just tell the interviewer, we have a DevOps team of 4 to 5 DevOps engineers working in one project. We have 20 to 30 microservices, right? This is the right approach. If there is one story building, I mean one floor building, then you might need three people working on the building, three laborers working on it. If there is two stories building, then you might need 10 people working on it. The same way is the project as well. So number of microservices you tell the interviewer, tell the DevOps engineers also in the same scale. See, again the same question, right? How much package can I expect as a fresher in the DevOps engineer? Again, there is no standard question. How much package can you expect if you join a hotel as a, let's say, chef? Your next question would be, which hotel? Same way, which company are you asking about? Are you asking about TCS? 3 to 5 lakhs. Are you asking about Google? Maybe 15 to 20 lakhs. Are you asking about a two-tier company? Maybe 5 to 10 lakhs or 10 to 15 lakhs. So the question should be, how much package can I expect as a fresher in XYZ company? I would say, go to the Glassdoor, talk to the people in that company, only then you will know. Okay? Your view on Renovate bot on a project implementation? It's nice. It's definitely good, but it's not mandatory. We will do a video on Renovate bot. I haven't done a video on it. In fact, I used it a lot, but did not get a chance to make a video on it. I'll definitely do it sometime. Thanks, Anita, for joining as member. Parag has this question: with AI disrupting IT, is it practical to focus more to deepen cloud skills rather than doing DSA? One of my dream was to work with Fang companies. Way to focus. If you want to work with Fang companies, you should still focus on DSA, because unfortunately that is the structure they're still following. I'll make a bold statement that's so stupid of them, but Yeah, we can't do anything, right? That's the structure they're following. They're still looking for people who know DSA, but instead they should look for people who are good at data science, system design. They should look for people who are good at understanding architecture, scalable applications. In today's world, that should be their approach. But anyways, to answer your question, yeah, you should still learn data structures and algorithms if you are focusing on getting into a Fang company. My pods are always in the pending state. I am beginner with T3 micro. Again, you should look at the logs, you should describe the pod to see what is the error. Only then you'll understand. We don't have Kubernetes in our project. Currently, we are using GitHub Actions, Jenkins, Docker, files, Python, shell scripting. We don't have access to AWS. Is it fine to work in this type of projects? Yeah, it is fine. Uh, Only if you tell me, I know what tools are you are using in the project. In the interview, you can say you're using Kubernetes also. You're using AWS also. But what you need to do, you should learn Kubernetes. You should learn AWS. That's where our channel will help you. That's where our projects will help you. We have very good projects on Kubernetes. We have very good projects on AWS. We have a Udemy project as well. Learn them, showcase as your real time experience. Tell the interviewer in our company we are using Kubernetes, we are using AWS. And if they ask the questions, just tell the answers. It's no problem. If you're working in that setup, soon try to move out of the setup. Okay? Hi Abhishek, can you please tell me if 60% marks in 10th diploma and BTech is mandatory for TCS and Infosys company for 4 years experience guy? I have interview tomorrow. I'm watching your answerable video. If you already have 4 years experience, it is not mandatory. Who bothers? If you are a fresher, if you are in college, yeah, they ask you that. At least during my time, they used to ask it because my first company was TCS, and I remember, they had the criteria. You should at least have 60 percentage throughout your different stages of your education. But if you have experience, they don't bother. What are you learning right now? Did some new technology fascinate you? Yeah, so many things. As I told you, today, not today, for last few days, I was learning Google Agent Development Kit. I was also building an anomaly detector that can help you analyze the. I mean, I'll just give you a rough idea. Uh, like, I don't want to bore you people, but what I was trying to build. Prometheus has time series database, right? Prometheus has a lot of metrics. Now, what about you can scrape all that metrics from the time series database, and if you can feed that to a ML model, and that ML model will tell you upfront, okay, there is an anomaly. Looking at the metrics, I can see some, unexpected spike. I can see some unexpected pattern, and it automatically sends you an email, or it can send you a message on your Slack. There are tools that actually does that. For example, Prometheus has something called anomaly detector, but it's not that matured project. So I was trying to see, um, i was using I was not writing the code all by myself because it takes a lot of time. So I was using cursor, and I was trying to at this point I'm trying to write the boilerplate, and I'll do a simple proof of concept. If it works and if it excites me, I'll try to develop that into a project. Otherwise, I'll just leave it. But at least I like that idea, because otherwise today, see, if you're working in a company, you set up Prometheus, you see a lot of metrics, right? How do you, as a human, how can you look at so many metrics? How can you configure alerts for thousands of patterns? Okay, there are some standard alerts that you set up. 60% CPU, send me an alert. 60% memory, send me an alert. Or uh, you know 1000 API requests, send me an alert. But what about patterns that you cannot see as a human? That's where AIOps comes into picture. And AIOps solutions are mostly proprietary. So I was thinking, why not, if somebody is using Prometheus, everything is already in the time series database. Just use PromQL or write your custom logic, get all the data from the time series database and feed it to a machine learning model, and it should take care of everything. So yeah, this is something that I was thinking, and a lot of other things as well. I was looking into an open source project, as I told you, something called Plakar. Um, I'm also planning to make a video on it because it's very, very impressive project. Hmm. Yeah, if I keep telling all the things, it will it will waste a lot of time. Yeah, so everything uh, keeps fascinating me. I keep reading a lot. So whenever I find some time, apart from my freelancing and apart from my YouTube content creation, I try to spend time and I try to learn new things. Abhishek, give us the best tip to remember all concepts about major DevOps tool. It looks somewhat difficult while I try to remember the concepts. The best tip is that whenever you are learning something, okay, I'll also show you. See, I told you I'm learning something, right? Today also I was learning something. Even today, no, I keep writing my own notes. I rely on AI, I rely on official documentation as well. See, this is the tool that I was talking about, what I was learning today. I prepared my handwritten notes. And what I do, once I complete this handwritten notes, I try to implement the concept practically as well, so that I'll remember that thing for a long time. If you just read the documentation, if you just watch the video, after some time you will forget it. But if you write, if you prepare your own notes, you will also remember it. And if you practice, you will remember it for the next 1 to 2 years. After that, technically, practically, you're a human being, you will forget the concept, but at least you will retain the knowledge for a long period of time. This is my technique, this is my hack. You can also try it. How to make good notes? What is good notes? Whatever you understand is good notes. There is nothing like that. If you understand something, that's good notes, that's it. You are not preparing for anyone else, right? You are preparing for yourself, so that's fine. Mm, okay. Yeah, most of the questions are repeating. Let's see. I'll take questions for the next 5 minutes, then we'll wrap up the session. Okay. So in the next 5 minutes, if you have any questions, post them. I'm reading the comment section. If the question is interesting, I'll pick it. Tip for cloud engineer consultant interview. Cloud engineer consultant interview. So cloud engineer consultant is nothing but cloud engineer only. Okay. Maybe you're working as a consultant for. I mean, if X company is hiring you, they will basically show you as a consultant for uh, the company that they work for. So end of the day, it's a cloud engineer role. Let's assume it's AWS cloud engineer role. What you need to do? Just look at the job description, read it 5 to 6 times. You will find the list of the tools that you need, because you have the interview very soon. What you need to do, just only focus on those tools. And sometimes in the job description, you will find a lot of things. Like, you will understand, if you read it multiple times, you will understand what exactly are they looking for. Sometimes you'll also understand the relation between the tools. That way you can understand their project. And if you understand their project, it's nothing like anything else. You can easily crack the interview. Okay, if you know this is the project that they're working on, and when you talk in the interview, if you can frame your answers in a way that that is related to their project, they'll feel like, okay, this candidate is good fit for our project. He is doing something that we are already doing in the company, right? So that's why JD is very important. Job description. Mm, how to how to best utilize the 3 months notice period? Okay, I see this question somebody posted. So if you have 3 months notice period, see, it's a good amount of time, right? Okay, Mohammed is asking this question. Abhishek, how to utilize 3 months notice period? So if you have 3 months notice period, I would say the best utilization is go for our DevOps engineer in 3 months thing. If you already cleared the interview and if you have 3 months of time, I would say build projects, showcase that in LinkedIn, and start applying for more and more companies. Because in 3 months of time, even if you target two companies in a month, right? Even if you clear two interviews, in 3 months you can clear six interviews. So you can multiply your package. Imagine right now if you have package of 10 lakhs, because you have 3 months notice period, you can easily make it 20 lakhs, right? Because tomorrow you clear another interview, in the next month you clear another interview, so it's very good opportunity. If you got job and if you have 3 months notice period, just do that. Abhishek, where is your CSK jersey? I have it. I'll wear it maybe in the next live stream. Please share your views on ServiceNow platform in ITSM, ITOM as an admin or developer. The future. No, no, no. See, I'll be very honest with you. Don't stick to those roles. Either transition to cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, move to MLOps engineer, SRE engineer, because you are already in the ServiceNow platform and if you're working as an admin, I think your natural uh, transition would be SRE because you already know, I believe you already know incident management because you're in service now. You should know how incidents come in, how incidents are dealt with, what are the SLAs, what are the service level indicators. So you already know few things about SRE. Why don't you go to that? And once you go to SRE, at least for the next 5 to 6 years, you don't have to think about anything. I'm second year student. Can I study MLOps without knowledge of DevOps? If yes, can you tell me how? Not really. You should know the fundamentals of DevOps because MLOps is something that is inspired by DevOps. You should at least know the fundamentals of DevOps. Otherwise, you will find it difficult. Because in MLOps, you will again come across tools like Kubernetes, you will come across GitHub Actions, you will come across Terraform as well. So, no. First, complete fundamentals of DevOps, then go to MLOps. Hey, Abhishek, what kind of method you use to create zero to hero codes? I'm planning to do simple 5 to 8 part series of data center and bare metal infra. So what I typically do is that when it comes to zero to hero, first I don't decide upon the episodes. I try to write down the content. Okay, if I am learning this today, if I am learning Kubernetes today, what concept should I have to learn? Because I'm already expert in the space. You are saying that you will make videos on data center and bare metal, so I believe you already have expertise in that field. So let's say you have to learn that concept today. Okay, data center and bare metal infrastructure, what things would you learn? Okay, then you will have the list of topics that you have to learn. Then bundle the concepts. Okay, these are relevant concepts. I think I can do it in one episode. Try to make your episode not more than 30 to 40 minutes, because more than that people will not engage. On our channel I can go up to 1 hour, because you know the channel is being watched by people for a lot of time. They know Abhishek. So even if I create a 1 hour video, I'll be at less risk. But maybe if you're a new channel, don't create 1 hour videos. People might not be interested in it. People first want to understand your way of teaching. People first want to understand how much value you can deliver to them. So prepare 30 to 40 minutes videos, bundle the videos, and then decide upon how many episodes would you need for it. Mm, Okay, so Nag Mangala, my daughter, a Rutgers finance student. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. Watched your SRE AWS videos for 2 weeks. Just landed in an SRE internship at a very big firm. She's in class and asked me to thank you. You changed lives. Thank you so much, Nag Mangala. This means a lot. And this is the last message I'm reading today. What an end today, right? It's. I'm very very happy that you decided to share it with me. I'll also post it on our next Monday motivation. Once again, thank you so much. And this happens to be the last message that I'm leading in the live stream. Thank you so much for joining the live stream today. We did this live stream for 1 hour 15 minutes. We'll continue to do the same. I'll try my best to you know uh, take the time out from the schedule and at least come live 2 to 3 times a month. Let's see. Thank you so much for joining again. See you all in the next video. Take care. Bye everyone.